They're gonna die.
Yo, what is up? Got a war video for you today, but first I want to call out my boy Nims for bringing his fucking AQ team to war with him today. Great job, Nims. You screwed us with your rank 4 Ultron that's going to do nothing for us. I'm just giving him some shit. Love you, buddy. All right, on to war. I have the hidden path, path 7, all the way up. And this path can be scary because there can be a lot of different champs on this, and you never really know what you get, what you're gonna get. That's why I still do the whole scouter lens, just because, you know, just to see if it's a 6-star or the difference between a rank 4 and a rank 5 champ is huge. And that's the reason why I'm still running scouter lens. And I know there's like some kind of app out there right now that will show you who the champ is. I still haven't tried that yet or explored that option yet, but I haven't done this path all the way up, and I just said, you know what, I'm gonna do it because it's been causing some problems here and there, because you never know if you're gonna get a Havoc, you don't know if you're gonna get a Magic, you don't know. I mean, there's just a lot of champs that can cause problems on here if you have the wrong matchup. And these 3 champs I brought today, Blade, Cap, and Hyperion, they're pretty much, I mean, I can pretty much cover everything on these 3 champs right here for this lane. So the first fight was a Punisher 99. I took a special 1. You're going to notice in these first three or 4 fights, I get hit in every single one of them. They're not perfect fights, but I get the job done. I'm thinking this might be a Mr. Sinister, but it turns out it's Captain Marvel. And this new freaking evade thing right there, boom, get evaded. The global evade thing, and can be a pain in the ass. It just depends on the RNG. That 5% seems a lot higher to me, because there's a couple times that, and I think not just this fight, but actually in other fights, that I get affected by it. But what's good about this fight is it's pretty much under control with Hyperion. I mean, you just got to really watch out when they have that global node up with the heavy, because she can avoid that second part of your heavy, and that's what you don't want to happen. But it happens, I think, twice here. Right there, it happened again, and I actually got lucky that I landed another hit on that heavy. But the rest of this fight goes pretty smooth. I think maybe I do take another hit. I'm not too sure. I did a lot of sloppy play in this war, and you're gonna see more. Right there, I get hit again, but luckily it didn't crit or anything, and I didn't take a lot of damage. So I'm just playing this out how I normally do. I'm thinking this is gonna end it here, but of course it lands on 1%, and I just gotta do one more hit, and she's gonna be down. On to the next fight. This fight always kind of scares me, because it's the Aegis heavy, and you just never know what you're going to get on this node. And I see it's an unduped champ, but I also see it's a rank 2 unduped. And I'm thinking, wow, this is a bold rank up right here. I wonder who this could be. Could this be Domino? Yeah, I'm not too sure, but I bring in Hype, and I love him for the Aegis Heavy because he has 5 hits in his Heavy, and it's Annihilus, and luckily I get a stun right there off the bat. I bait his Heavy there and get all the Aegis Heavy off right away, which is awesome. But anybody that knows who's played Annihilus, you know, it's not a fun fight. This guy can be a pain in the ass sometimes, and it's no different here. I take a few shots. When he goes unstoppable, you just gotta kind of deal with him. Luckily, he doesn't seem to hit very, very hard, and I get cornered here. But I'm just building up to a special 3. Finally, I fired off to get away from the wall, and the rest of this fight is pretty good. And I think this node also has. I think it's long distance relationship on it, where you get a weakness on you, and if you have willpower, you can heal back a lot of a lot of the health that you lose in this fight. So that's what I try to do here. But also, when you're fighting Annihilus, you don't really want to keep the fight lasting very long. You just want to like just keep going, get them down, even if you can, you know, heal up a little bit. But I'm not going to try to, you know, keep healing like I do on some other fights on this node. So I get them down, and moving on. I had to put a few potions into Hyperion there because of that global evade from the Captain Marvel. But I go into the second section, and I see this is a rank 1 6-star, unduped. I'm not really sure. I saw a Nightcrawler here a few wars ago, or maybe it was last war. I'm not too sure. Power Start 1. It's linked still, but I'm not really worried about that since it's an unduped 6-star. I bring in Blade, and I still like using Blade. I think he's still a great champ, and I think just because the hype was so big on him a while back when he first came out that, you know, everybody has him now. Everybody's kind of like, oh, you know, Blade, blah blah blah. I think he's still a really, really solid champ, especially for AQ and saving you potions and stuff like that. But you're gonna see later in this war, my blade skills fail me, and it's not pretty. But I do what I can. You know what I mean? So this has a breakthrough also on it. Or wait, no, it doesn't have breakthrough. That was another node. Never mind. That doesn't have breakthrough. This Doc Ock's pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna special one him and bleed him out. I have, I think, 3 of 5 in deep wounds right now, just because I'm just trying different masteries out right now, and not running suicides when I don't have Ghost on my team. So I get through that pretty easily. Don't take a lot of damage. And moving on to this next hidden, this is the last hidden node for me to take. And I see that 0 persistent charge duped. It's still only a rank 4, so I'm not like crazy worried about this. And since that the one hidden node wasn't Mr. Sinister, I'm thinking this is Mr. Sinister, and it is. And Hyperion slays this mother. Freaking absolutely destroys him. But I was telling some of my other officers, I think that Hyperion is very good for these hidden paths. He can, like, especially if there's a hidden Havoc, he's very, very good versus Havocs. He would be good versus like Magique if she comes up, because you can get that dot damage from the special 1. And he's also good just for other matchups with like the whole power gain and everything like that. If you're in a tough spot, like say you have Annihilus, you can intercept with specials pretty easily because he's always gaining power. And I just think he's, if I take this path a lot, I'm gonna just keep bringing him, especially when I bring Cap Infinity War also, because he gives Cap that armor break, which is so important for Captain America. On to this next node. It's Hela. And I don't even really know what the node is, honestly. I wasn't really worried about this fight. I guess I should honestly take every single fight serious. I just think, look at a rank 4 Hela, and I don't think, you know, much of it. But I do get tagged in this fight, and I think it's coming up here in a little bit. But yeah, I need to, like, even if it's just a random, you know, diversity champ right there. I don't know what happened. I just ate it to the face. I didn't even try to block that. She just destroyed me, and it was a bunch of crits and took most of my health. But you just got to concentrate for every single fight, because you never know what's really going to happen. And, you know, you think, you know, one fight might be easy, but, you know, you go into it and you're overconfident in it, and then you get tagged, and that's where you can really screw up and lose an attack bonus, which, you know, with you know, everybody's getting better at this new map, you know, and the kills are getting back to, you know, what they used to be, you know, back in the other seasons. So everybody's starting to find counters for certain nodes and everything like that. But Anyways, I end up getting through this fight, and I did take a ton of damage though, a ton of unnecessary damage. I shouldn't have got hit like that. On to my last fight of the day, and it's this Mephisto, and I'm so confident in this fight. It's Blade. I'm like, okay, I'm good. This has Dismay on it. It's also debuff immune. I don't really care. Blade destroys Mephisto. And so, like I said, I'm overconfident in this fight. I'm getting these slick intercepts in early. I'm just like, all right, I already know this fight's done. I got this fight. But this dude just starts proccing the freaking the aura of incineration or whatever it is, like nonstop. So it starts there, and I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. I'm doing my normal thing, baking out specials, stuff like that. Procs it again. Boom, I get hit. And this has Dismay on it, so I'm like, oh man, this just put me in a really, really tough spot. Because I'm almost 50 seconds in now. He has hardly any health down. He's like down like 10% health. And I'm starting to get cornered here. But I still got to do my regen, you know, because this Dismay's ticking away at me. And I get a nice little intercept there to get out of the corner. And he triggers the aura of incineration again. And I'm just like, oh, Jesus. Come on, man. Blade should be freaking getting past this. So, you know, I can't throw specials here because I'm using all my power to heal up. And he's just keeps throwing these special twos, and he's just triggering it all the time. So I'm just really stuck. I'm a minute and a half in, and I'm like, all right, this is not going good. Can I clutch this out? Can this really happen? And spoiler alert, it does not happen. I just feel like he triggered that like way more than he normally does for his Blade. I mean, maybe it's just because I don't have Stark with me or whatever. But normally it just seems like he doesn't trigger it as much as he should, and I get caught on a heavy right there. And that's the end of war for me. And we lost to KAANK, and it was a good war until the end. Congrats, guys.